Right-hander Davey Garcia, a 2019 Eastern League All-Star, takes his warm-up tosses this evening. To tell you more about Davey and for the play-by-play, here is John Moses.
Thanks very much, Spencer. Well, it has been quite a week of accolades for Garcia. In addition to being announced as an Eastern Division All-Star earlier this afternoon, he is also the league's reigning pitcher of the week. He leads all of minor league baseball with 15.1 strikeouts per 9 innings. He is one of 6 pitchers in minor league baseball that have struck out 100 men this year, and he has done so in 59 2/3 innings. And here's the best part. He is 20 years of age. Right-hander features a fastball in the low to mid-90s, curveball, slider, and changeup. And tonight makes his 9th start in a Trenton uniform after making his 4 starts to begin the campaign in High A Tampa. Trenton in the alternate blue tops tonight, dark blue chest and back, light blue sleeves, white Thunder written across the front, numbers on the back situated the same way. First man that Davey will face tonight is center fielder Adam Hazley, who is here on rehab with the Philadelphia Phillies. This is where he started his 2019 campaign. Playing at 41 games with the Fightin Phils, he hit .268 before the call up to AAA. Lefty batter against the right-hand pitcher, and Davey starts our night with a fastball strike letter high at 92 miles an hour. We are underway at 7:03 p.m. Righty kicks and fires again. Hazley takes inside, and that one hit him. It's like a fastball down and in. And Adam Hazley heads down to first, hit by a pitch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 23, Alec Bohm.
Here's Alec Bohm, part of this prospect-packed Reading team. First-round selection last year by Philadelphia. 3rd overall out of Wichita State. It's a powerful right-handed bat. He hit his first AA home run against Portland over the weekend. Tonight, his 4th game with the Fightin Phils as he stares down a first pitch fastball below the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Right-hander Garcia. Navy blue socks pulled up at the knee, comes ready. And fires, swing and a miss. Fastball in the inner third. Baseball America sees Bohm as one of the top prospects in all of minor league baseball, ranked in their top 40 in their most recent rankings. Garcia checks on the man at first, and back standing is Hazley. Adam does have good speed, 5 stolen bases in 8 tries this year in total between AA, AAA, and the major leagues. 1 ball, 1 strike. The toss from Garcia. There's the curveball, and it dives outside for ball 2. Sun is out. 82 degrees at the time of first pitch tonight. Humid conditions here in Trenton. Garcia deals a 2-1. That one just missed low for ball 3. Joe Gonzalez has the balls and strikes in this one today. Chris Marco, the umpire at first base. Dave Martinez is over at third. Hitters count for Bohm. The 3-1 is swung on and lifted to right. Toward the line is Lipka, Trenton's right fielder, into foul territory, and he watches that one sail out of play for strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Reading's designated hitter. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Right-hander set, and the payoff pitch. Bohm swings at, fights it off to the first base side and out of play. Twenty-year-old right-hander Davey Garcia hails from Bonao in the Dominican Republic. Signed as an international free agent in 2015. Another 3-2 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss for strike 3. That looked like the slider from Garcia. And there's one away.
And that first strike of the night means that PNC Bank will donate $100 to a local charity.
That slider, we should note, has been added to Garcia's repertoire here in 2019. The curveball is described as one of the better ones in the Yankees minor league system, and that has been the meal ticket for him quite a bit. But adding that slider certainly gives righty batters something else to be aware of. There's Mickey Moniak, the right fielder, swings at the first offering and lifts it to right. This one will stay in the yard as the right fielder Lipka settles under it and makes the catch. And there are 2 away. Let's set the rest of the defense behind Garcia.
In the outfield left to right, it's Zach Zahner, Rashawn Crawford, and Matt Lipka, who we just heard from. Brandon Wagner is playing third base tonight. Kyle Holder, the shortstop. Hoy Park, the second baseman. Chris Giddens is the first baseman. And Kellen Deglin, the catcher.
Here's first baseman Derek Hall.
Come on, Derek!
Hall, a powerful left-hand batter. 14 home runs this year. Crouched with his stance, and the pitch. A fastball, it's on the outside corner for a strike, showing 94 from Davey. Shift on the Trenton infield. 3 infielders on the right side of the diamond against Hall. And the toss, a swing and a miss. Hall cutting through a fastball for strike 2. Man aboard with 2 away here in the top of the first inning. Garcia ready at his belt. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. He got him for strike 3. 2 strikeouts after the hit batsman for Davey Garcia in a scoreless. Many well-behaved 4-legged best friends to the ballpark tonight. And left-hander Bailey Falter takes the mound for the Fightin Phils this evening. Hoy Park will lead off for Trenton. 6'4" left-hander Falter stands tall atop the mound, has the sign from his catcher, winds and fires. First offering in there for a strike. Park, an Eastern League All-Star, is announced by the league office this afternoon. Lefty Falter kicks and fires. Breaking ball, swung on, lifted to left center. Hazley into the alley, and the center fielder is there to make the catch for out number 1. And there goes Bat Dog Rookie doing his thing here in the first inning, bringing Park's bat back to the dugout.
Number 6, Kyle Holder.
A lot of new friends for Rookie in the house tonight. I believe his sister Mickey is here. Kyle Holder stands at the plate for Trenton. The offering from Falter is swung on, or it's bounced to second. Rivas has it. Second baseman throws to first, and they're quickly 2 away here in Trenton's first inning. Let's set the defense behind Bailey Falter.
In the outfield left to right for Reading, it's Cornelius Randolph, Adam Hazley, and Mickey Moniak. On the infield, Luke Williams is playing third base. The shortstop is Archimedes Gamboa. Second baseman is Raul Rivas, who we just heard from. First baseman is Derek Hall, and the catcher is Henry Lartigue.
Here's designated hitter Mandy Alvarez, a .261 average for Mandy in a Trenton uniform. First offering from Falter is taken low at 92 miles an hour for ball 1. Falter, a 22-year-old, selected in the 5th round out of Chino Hills High School in California. Into his motion, a high over the top delivery, dives low, the count 2-0. Florida State League midseason All-Star last year in Clearwater. Twice named Pitcher of the Week early in the campaign. 2-0. Swing and a flare down the right field line. It slices foul and takes 1 bounce into the Trenton bullpen down that right field line. The count 2-1. Falter enters today, 5 wins, 4 losses. A .417 ERA, his 12th start of the season. Good strike percentage. 68% of his pitches this year have been in the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Here's his offering, and that one's low, and it skips away from the catcher Lartigue for ball 3. Last time out, Falter started on Tuesday in what was a key game at the end of the first half. Really came down to it on the last day of the first half of the regular season here in the Eastern League. There's a 3-1. Alvarez swings and fouls it away. Trenton needed a win to earn the Eastern Division title in the first half back last Tuesday. They got the dominant pitching performance from Davey Garcia, beat Richmond 6-0. Reading needed a win plus a Trenton loss to win the first half title. And they took care of their part. A 10-2 win over Akron. 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball taken just low for ball 4. Didn't miss by much. A couple of the position players for Reading had taken a step or two toward the dugout. And Trenton has a 2-out base runner on a walk by Mandy Alvarez.
Yeah, Falter himself on the mound looked like he thought he had a called third strike right there, and might have even had a legitimate gripe. It was a pretty well located pitch, but Joe Gonzalez didn't quite see it that way.
Falter delivered 5 innings of 2-run ball last time out. And now he's facing Chris Gittens. First offering home, fastball, letter high for strike 1. Scoreless game, bottom of the first inning on a humid night here at Arm & Hammer Park. Opener of a 7-game homestand here in Trenton. We are home through Sunday. There's an 0-1. Swing and a foul tip into the middle of the catcher. Gittens behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. First baseman has hit 11 home runs and driven in 41 this year. Both of those lead the team. Falter fires home, and Gittens fights it off foul to the first base side. A little bit of wind pushes out towards center field. And now pushing in a little bit. It is swirling around a bit tonight as Gittens takes the next offering inside for ball 1. Alvarez with average speed stands at first. He's got a short lead there. 1-2 to Gittens. Swing and a foul off at the plate. Glancing off the glove of Henry Lartigue, the catcher for Reading tonight. Left-hander ready, the 1-2 again, and Gittens again fouls it off behind home, off to the third base side. Gittens has seen 6 pitches in the at-bat and fouled off 4 of them. Two away in the inning. Here in the bottom of the first. There's a 1-2. Alvarez going. The pitch is taken in the dirt, and Mandy will have a clean steal of second without a throw. It's that hard biting curveball from Falter. And Trenton has a man in scoring position with 2 away.
And Mandy not a guy to run all that often, but what he does, he typically picks some good spots, and he did right there. Gittens battling for a good at bat, now has a man in scoring position ahead of him.
Left-hander looks back at second and now delivers. Gittens lays off a high fastball, and he's worked the count full. Coming an inspired at bat by Chris. He'll see his 9th pitch of this exchange coming up next.
Yeah, especially good to see it take there with 2 strikes on a pitch he's struggled against this season. That fastball up and out of the zone.
Falter fires the 3-2. Gittens swings, lifts it high in the air to right center. Moniak into the alley. The right fielder leaps at the wall and got it! Unbelievable! He took a homer away, or did he? Does he have the ball or not? It appears that Moniak did not get it. And it's a 2-run home run for Chris Gittens. Home run number 12 of the season for Gittens, and Trenton leads at 2-0 here in the first. How about Mickey Moniak showing the glove afterward as if to say, I got it?
Yeah, nice little bluff. Well played. Had even the broadcasters fooled.
2-run blast by Gittins. Once again, it is a Hyundai home run. Tonight's Hyundai dealer of the game is Fred Beans Hyundai. That is in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Righty batter Zach Zahner is next. He swings at the offering and fouls it back. I believe the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Left-hander. Falter kicks and fires. Zahner swings and foul tips it into the middle of the catcher. And now the count is 0-2. Next offering swung on and popped foul. First base side. That one will reach the crowd. Left fielder Zach Zahner, 196 average in a Trenton uniform. 2017 Eastern League All-Star. Falter kicks and fires again, and Zahner stays alive, just getting a piece of it. Left-hander. Falter kicks and delivers again, and Zahner fights it off first base side and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Trenton's left fielder. Another 1-2, and Zahner again pops it foul and out of play. That is 6 foul balls out of 8 pitches by my count in the at-bat. Two nothing, Trenton in the lead here in the bottom of the first. And Falter delivers and misses inside with it for ball 2. Righty batter slightly open with his stance. And the toss. Swing and a hard ground ball to short. Gamboa's got it. Shortstop tosses sideways to first, and that'll do it for Trenton here in the first inning. A 2-run home run by Chris Gittins. Capital Health, Minds Advancing Medicine. First offering from Davy Garcia is swung on and popped up into foul territory by Cornelius Randolph, but that one lands in the crowd. Trenton leading this one 2-0 on a 2-run blast by Chris Gittins in the first inning, his 12th home run of the campaign. Left fielder Cornelius Randolph leading off this second inning for Reading. Garcia turns his back to the hitter in his motion. The pitch, swing and a miss. Man, that's the good changeup from Davy. Randolph with 239 average this year. Here's an 0-2. And Garcia trying to extend that outside corner a little bit. Doesn't get the call with a fastball at 96. Count is 1-2. Righty winds and delivers, and Randolph fights one off of his hands. Boy, that was a rocket shot into the dugout. I think that was reliever Trevor Betancourt who was hanging out there on the top step, and when caromed off the back wall and hit somebody in there. Looks like 23. Oh, actually that's Bohm. A 1-2, high and tight for ball 2. But it looks like everyone's all right. Athletic trainer Mike Hefta jumping around in the dugout there to make sure everything's fine in the third base dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Randolph. Here's the pitch from Garcia. That one's cued foul off the end of the bat. Just got a piece of it. Looks like a changeup. 4-pitch mix for Davey. He has added the slider in 2019. And it has helped him continue to be one of the best strikeout pitchers in all of minor league baseball as Randolph checks the swing and a delivery up in the zone. And the count is 2-2. Right-hander kicks and delivers, and Randolph fights one off. Fastball down and in against him. Ninth pitch of this at-bat to open the top half of the second inning is coming up next. Looks like a great crowd tonight here at Arm & Hammer Park. A little bit of buzz around Reading these days with the prospects they have brought with them. And of course, right-hander Davey Garcia on the mound, along with the first half division champion Thunder. Right-hander in agreement with the catcher Kellen Deglin, winds and fires, and Randolph swings and misses for strike 3. That was the changeup, and Davey's got 3 strikeouts out of his first 4 outs recorded.
The third baseman, number 11, Luke Williams.
It's the 6th batter of the order, third baseman Luke Williams, righty hitter. First pitch curveball from Garcia stays a bit high, and it's taken for ball 1. Righty batter Williams again staring at that curveball, and this time it's in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davey doesn't waste much time between pitches. His next offering swung on and missed. Boy, that was the slider. Go back-to-back good curveballs, and then come back with a slider to get a swing and miss. One and 2 for Davey. Here's the windup and pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 through the high fastball. That one at 95 from Garcia. Luke Williams down on strikes, and they're 2 away.
Well, so far, pretty good encore performance from his 15 strikeout time last time out on Tuesday. 4 of those 5 outs via the strikeout. He's got the put away stuff once again.
Archimedes Gamboa is next. Batting from the left side against Garcia, and he swings through a first pitch fastball at the top of the zone. The Red Sox pulled up at the knee to go with the gray uniforms. Gamboa waits and takes on the inside corner for a called strike 2. Garcia spotting up with that fastball right in on the hands. Garcia in agreement with the catcher Deglin. 0-2 pitch, a fastball upstairs. One right at the top of the velocity that we have seen from Davey this year at 96. Right-hander kicks and fires again. Curveball, this time laid off by the shortstop Gamboa. And the count is 2-2. Trenton 2, Reading nothing here in the top half of the second inning. Garcia has the sign, a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a slow bouncer up the first base line. Chris Gittins has it. First baseman touches up at the bag, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Fightin Phils. 2 strikeouts mixed in for Davey Garcia. 3 between these two. 7-game homestand commences tonight. New Hampshire Fisher Cats in for the weekend as Kellen Deglin takes the first offering low from Bailey Falter for ball 1. Falter worked his way through a 27-pitch first inning, including a walk of Mandy Alvarez as Deglin hits one hard, but it's right at the right fielder Moniak, who makes the catch, and this time there's no question about it for out number 1.
Number 10, Brandon Wagner.
Third baseman Brandon Wagner is next. Shift on the Reading infield as Wagner takes a first pitch fastball in the zone for strike 1. left-hander into his motion, and Wagner once again stares down a fastball, that time over the outer half of the zone, and the count is 0-2. The ball's in 2 strikes. The toss to Wags is swung on and rocketed foul, third base side, and headed for the NJM Insurance picnic area. Nothing in 2. Falter kicks and fires again, and just missed that outside corner with the fastball. Playing third base tonight is Wagner. He's got the navy blue socks pulled up at the knee. 1-2 pitch taken in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes. Outfield just about straight away against Brandon. And the pitch, swing and a flare. This one to center, charging in Hazley, and it drops in front of him for a base hit. Wagner keeping those hands inside as he's got a Trenton's second hit of the night. Here's right fielder Matt Lipka. Speedy right-hand batter to face Falter. Wagner has a short lead at first. Lefty delivers. Lipka swings, lifts it down the left field line. Long run for Cornelius Randolph, and it drops fair just inside the line. Brandon Wagner was hanging out right at second base, and that's where he will stay. A long single off the end of the bat for Lipka, and Trenton in business here in the second inning.
I think Randolph was shifted a bit toward the left center field gap, so he had a pretty long run to make. He's a guy that runs fairly well, but just didn't have quite enough speed to get to it.
Also appeared that Randolph was shaded into the alley in left center, so certainly had a longer way to go than if you were playing at normal depth. Center fielder Rashad Crawford is next. Left-hand batter against the left-hand pitcher Falter. Trenton leading 2-0. First offering on the way, and that one's in there for a strike at 92. Falter, who was slated to play his college ball at UC Santa Barbara before the Phillies popped him in the 5th round. Delivers a good fastball in the inside corner to jump ahead at 0-2. Left-hander ready and deals. Crawford swings and fights it off foul off to our left behind home. .6'4" lefty comes ready and deals again. Breaking ball, and Crawford lays off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two aboard with 1 away. The delivery to Crawford is rocketed foul, third base side and into the crowd. Manager Patrick Osborne had to lean down to get out of the way of that hard line drive into the crowd, and I believe there will be some medical attention needed there on the third base side. In that first section past the Reading dugout. Left-hander ready and delivers to Crawford. Pitch misses just inside and low for ball 2. Man, that one did not miss by much, and you can see the body language from Falter that he sort of wanted that one. Two balls and 2 strikes. the delivery home. Crawford swings, lifts it to shallow center. It's falling fast, and it drops in front of Hazley for a base hit. Wagner with good base running will score, and Trenton has a 3-0 lead here in the second.
A very good base running by Wagner. That dropped in right between shortstop and center fielder, and Wagner had it read all the way. Several extra steps toward third base and a bit of an extended secondary lead. It didn't take long to get on his horse, motor around third, and come in to score.
That was a 7-pitch at bat for Crawford. And the Thunder have worked Bailey Falter's pitch count into the mid-40s already. His first offering to Hoy Park will be pitch number 44 in his outing. Time called at the plate. A round of applause is for the fan who was struck by the line drive off the bat of Crawford, who is now making his way up to the security office and first aid office. First offering to Hoy Park is taken low for ball 1. Park a fly to center to begin Trenton's at bat in the first inning. Takes the next offering, center cut for a called strike. 278 average with the Thunder. Park has doubled 10 times, hit 1 home run and driven in 19. Also one of the better runners in the league, 13 stolen bases this year, as Falter delivers a good fastball at the knees on the inside corner for a called strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to the right side of the infield. Backhand stop by Hall. He goes to second and gets it out there. Fine work by Reading's first baseman Derek Hall to record the second out of the inning. Advancing to third on the fielder's choice is Lipka, and Park stands at first. There's shortstop Kyle Holder. Left-hander ready, and a check on Park, who is back standing at first. Kyle, a ground out to second, his first time tonight. There goes the runner. The pitch is high. The throw to second is tagged out in time at second base. You can see the shortstop Gamboa coming in front of the bag to cut that ball off and throw home, but he had time to the mound and to the mic. Here is Spencer Smith.
Thank you, John. Davey Garcia's first pitch here in the third inning, swung on and chopped foul in the box by Henry Lartigue. He's the catcher for Reading tonight as he gets a moment to walk that one off, and he's clearly wincing in pain after he fouled that one off his own foot. So a 3-0 Trenton lead coming on 4 hits. Davey Garcia has held Reading scoreless through his first 2 innings and has struck out 4. His windup of the pitch to the switch hitter batting left-handed, swing and miss. There's the changeup.
Boy, it's hard not to be impressed by Davey's changeup tonight. He is tasked with a couple of good lefty batters in this order, and he's had to use it first time through the order.
3 men stacked to the right side of the infield, playing Lartigue to pull. As the windup and the 0-2 pitch comes, breaking ball low and inside for ball 1, and you can see Lartigue was thinking about it. Davey has had a couple of swings and misses on that back foot breaker. Here's his 1-2 working quickly. Curveball drops low. Lartigue, a light season at the plate for him this year, hitting 165. 2-2 pitch, a fastball, strike 3 called to the knees, and Davey Garcia has his 5th strikeout of the ballgame. Well, in his last start, Davey struck out the first 8 men that he faced, en route to striking out 15, matching a franchise record. Adam Warren in 2013, beg your pardon, 2010, struck out 15 batters. Garcia delivers low and inside to Raul Rivas. Thunder 3, Fightin's nothing, top of the third inning. Wind up in the pitch, and this one punched into left center field in the air, fairly shallow. Left fielder Zahner coming in. He makes the call in the routine one-handed catch, and they're quickly 2 away.
The center fielder, number 43.
Brings us back to the top of the order with center fielder Adam Hazley, the rehabber. Hazley began the year with the Fightins, but then quickly made his way up to AAA Lehigh Valley. And then just a handful of games at AAA before he made his way to the big leagues with the Phillies. Wind to the pitch by Garcia, swing and a foul tip by Hazley into the mid of Deglin. And unfortunately, when Hazley made his major league debut up earlier this month with the Phillies in San Diego, he injured his right groin. Strained that groin and went on the injured list. 0-1 pitch misses outside. And now Hazley in his first game of minor league rehab, trying to battle his way back. Garcia has the signal from Deglin, who sets up over the outside portion of the plate, receives it low and outside. Baseball America lists Hazley as the number 5 prospect in the Phillies system. The windup and the 2-1 toss. Hazley swings and lifts it foul and out of play down the left field line. It's been a pretty rough rash of injuries for the Phillies at the big league level this season. In fact, it was Hazley who came up to replace an injured teammate, who was Andrew McCutchen, who went on the injured list. Tore his ACL. Unfortunately, he's out for the rest of the year. Hazley asked for time just as Garcia was about to go into his motion.
Yeah, it was a big loss for Philadelphia.
2-2 pitch coming, swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball at 95. And Davy Garcia has struck out 6 through 3 innings of play tonight. Thunder 3 fighting Armin Hebert Park with a 3-0 lead in hand against the Reading Fightin Phils. Left-hander Bailey Falter winds and deals, and Kyle Holder swings and sprays one foul off to the left. And it's 0-1. Well, if you heard a little bit of yip-yap in the background, that is because it's one of our 3 Bark in the Park nights of the season here at Armin Hebert Park. There are dozens of dogs out there as we see a breaking ball from the lefty Falter miss outside. 1-1.
Yeah, I saw the 2 golden retrievers that are up for adoption over on the third base side earlier.
Falter, the southpaw, into the motion in the 1-1 delivery way upstairs.
Yeah, 2 young puppies that the rookie got a chance to meet pregame.
Nah. Distant cousins in some way, I bet. 2-1 pitch, fisted weak line drive into left field. In comes Randolph. He makes the catch chest high, and there's one gone. Golden retrievers and poodles and terriers of all different kinds. They run the gamut here tonight. Here comes Mandy Alvarez, the number 3 hitter this evening, for his second plate appearance. First of 3 with the rival Reading Fightin Phils in town for the week. First pitch coming, and it bounces in the dirt to Alvarez and skips on by the catcher Lartigue to the backstop. Alvarez worked a 2-out walk in the first inning and set up the 2-run blast by Chris Gittens in the following at bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch, taken a fastball strike. That fastball not a very hard one from Falter. About 91, 92. Settling into a nice rhythm now. His next offering is just outside for ball 3.
I think he's getting squeezed a little bit. And I mean, Falter has made a number of deliveries right at the fringe of the bottom of the zone and just hasn't been there tonight.
Trying to battle his way back. The next pitch on its way to Alvarez. He swings and lines it into right center field for a base hit over the leap of Rivas. Up with the ball quickly as Hazley returns it to the infield. And Mandy Alvarez has himself a 1-out single here in the third inning.
Absolute rocket off the bat of Mandy Alvarez. That's good to see.
Mandy now has a hit in 7 of his last 9 games. And here comes Gittens. That 2-run shot in the first inning opened tonight's scoring and was his team-leading 12th home run of the year. Set by Falter, kicks and deals the righty batter. Gittens swings and fouls it back off the facade of the Berkshire Bank Luxury Suite level, and almost a good barehanded catch in the seats below. Gittens is one of 5 men on the Thunder roster who will be headed to Richmond next month for the 2019 Eastern League All-Star Classic. Giddy takes a look at a fastball inside corner knee high for strike 2. 2-run homer by Gittins in the first, and the RBI single by Rashad Crawford to center field in the second. Again, the Thunder, their 3-0 lead tonight. There goes Alvarez for second. Pitches in the dirt. Good stop by Lartigue, and Mandy picks the right pitch again, going in sliding head first with a stolen base with no throw.
Somebody's got to call that out. No, that Mandy doesn't have to dive there. I know batters or runners, you're not taught to look back and see where the pitch is, but Mandy, a bit of an unnecessary slide there.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Gittins. Here's the next pitch from the left-hander. A swing and a bouncing ball hit weakly to the third baseman Williams. He gathers, throws on the run to first. Good backhand pick by Hall, saving a throwing error. For out number 2, Mandy Alvarez had to stay in second on that play.
67, Zach Zaner.
So 2 gone for Zach Zaner, who has been mired in an incredibly tough stretch lately. Entering this game, he has 1 for his last 17. Grounded out to short his last time up, so making now 1 for his last 18 at the plate. Man in scoring position for him, though, with Alvarez leading off second. Falter deals, breaking balls, swing and a miss. It's been a pretty extended stretch, even beyond that recent streak for Zaner. Since May 24th, that's a span of 21 games. He is just 11 for 72 at the plate as he takes a fastball in tight. Began the year up at AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre, and brought down to Trenton a few weeks ago. Gentle breeze blowing in from right center off the Delawares. Falter, the left-hander, looks back at second. 1-1 toss, swing and a miss. Zaner chased it high. Sky's mostly cloudy, but off to our left, a little bit of blue sky. In fact, a pretty good section of blue sky peeking from underneath the clouds. Zaner with his tall stance from the right side, knees slightly bent. And the 1-2 pitch coming, and he lays off the high heat. Mandy Alvarez leading off second with dirty pant legs following the headfirst slide into second on the steal. Zaner waits. 2-2 coming, and a breaking ball wasted in the dirt. Good block by Lartigue, and the count now full.
Yeah, Zaner has done a good job in both of his at-bats of working a deep count and seeing a lot of pitches against Falter. As we were talking about earlier, the Thunder have really run that pitch count up for Falter. He's at 65 through 2 2/3.
It was an 8-pitch at bat to Zaner last time. 3-2 coming, a swing and a fly ball to right center field. To his right is Moniak, the right fielder, a few steps back, and he makes the catch on the back pedal, and the inning is over. Thunder leave a man stranded at second and get nothing here in the 3rd inning, but they take their 3-0 lead to the 4th. Jar. Right-hander Davy Garcia winds and deals and gets a swing and a miss outside of the zone by Bohm for strike 1. Bohm, the top Phillies prospect, is ranked by MLB Pipeline. 3rd overall pick just last year out of Wichita State. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball a bit low. Both pitchers have been nibbling around the corners, but evidently getting a bit squeezed by Joe Gonzalez, the plate umpire. 1-1 pitch coming. Bohm swings and lifts it out of play on the right side. He went down swinging his first time, but saw 7 pitches before doing so. Ever since Adam Hazley led off the game being hit by a pitch, it's been 9 up and 9 down from Davy Garcia tonight. He's ahead, 1-2. Pitch coming. A swing, and late on the cut was Bohm, and he fouls it down the right field line. Bohm was promoted to Reading from High A Clearwater on Thursday. So playing just his 5th game with the Fightins here tonight. 1-2 pitch is a blazing fastball high. Not a bad spot. Baseball America is seeing Bohm as the best hitter for average in the Philly system, also the best strike zone discipline. 2-2 coming. Slider sweeps away from home plate. Ball 3. Good eye. And there is that plate discipline coming into play. Righty shakes off a signal from Deglin. 3-2 on its way. Curveball, strike three called outside corner. Beautifully executed pitch by Davy Garcia. Make it 7 strikeouts.
Number 3, Mickey Moniak.
That is the 9th time this season in 13 starts that Davy Garcia has struck out 7 or more.
Yeah, he can rack him up.
Oh, man.
Base is empty with 1 away from Mickey Moniak. Left-handed batter takes a looping curveball in for a strike. That one at 78 miles per hour. Looked a little bit slower than he typically throws it. Stadium lights on, starting to take a little bit of effect tonight as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and chopped foul. Baseball America sees Moniak as the number 12 prospect in the Phillies system. Baseball America High School Player of the Year just 3 years ago out of Carlsbad, California. High and tight, next fastball buzzes his tower. And it's 1-2. Moniak, the number 1 overall pick that year, 2016. Phillies at the time considering him the best hitter in the country. 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled off down the left field line.
Yeah, certainly a guy that Philadelphia envisions to play every day, hit at or near the top of the order, and give them production in power and speed and fields at the plate.
Garcia and Deglin trying to come to an agreement, and just as Davey started his motion, timeout called. One thing Moniak has struggled with has been pitch recognition. 1-2 pitch, fastball narrowly misses the outside corner, ball 2. Although he's had some trouble recognizing off speed at times, final couple months of last season were pretty encouraging as he gained steam near the stretch run of the season. 2-2 pitch to the lefty batter, swing and a miss, got him with a changeup, strike 3. That's 8 punch-outs tonight for Davy Garcia, with 2 gone now here in the 4th inning.
Number 13,
Man.
Derek Hall.
Garcia tonight is showing 3 different off-speed pitches that have induced swings and misses.
He's come with a curveball, he's come with a changeup, he's even come with that slider a couple of times that, as John mentioned earlier in the year, he has just added this season. 2 outs, bases empty still, with the breeze blowing in from center. Here's slugging first baseman Derek Hall from the left side. First pitch taken, a fastball low at 95. Garcia has retired the last 11 batters in a row. The windup and the righty's 1-0 delivery, low and outside. This guy likes to get psyched up before the game, and Davey, in fact, has quite the routine as he watches the same 5-minute clip of his idol Pedro Martinez from the 1999 All-Star game before every start. 2-0 pitch gets a swing and a miss from Hall. So he's a guy that really likes to get locked in and kind of remind himself how deeply that passion and that fiery competitive nature can lie. Very pronounced wiggle of the bat by Hall, the hulking left-handed batter. He takes the 2-1 in the dirt. And Hall really a huge presence in the batter's box. 6'4", 240 pounds. 3-1 from Garcia. Fastball across for a strike. And the count full. Thunder putting the extreme infield shift on again. Brandon Wagner, the third baseman, shifting over toward the opposite side of the infield. Kyle Holder, the shortstop, was on the second baseman side, now back into the shortstop position. 3-2 slider just fouled away. It's actually the fastball. Remains 3-2 on Derek Hall. This 20-year-old right-hander likes to work quickly. He has the signal. 3-2 again. Looping curve misses high, ball 4, and that ends a run of 11 straight batters retired by Davy Garcia as Hall earns the 2-out walk.
Number 2, Cornelius Randall.
Brings up Cornelius Randolph. Thunder 3, Fightin Phils nothing. We're in the top of the 4th. Left-handed batter Randolph waits from a slight crouch, and the pitch low and outside. Thunder 3-2 in the second half of the Eastern League season. Fightin Phils 3-3, so a half game back of the Thunder for first place. Here's the stretch by the right-hander. Glove set in front of the belt. 1-0 pitch. Lined into left center field pretty hard. Crawford toward the slicing line drive. Makes the catch on the run to his right. And the inning is over. For the Fightin Phils here in the fourth, no runs. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Lanky left-hander Bailey Falter was ready to go, but it looks like they're waiting for maybe the bullpen gate to close down the right field line. Or somebody was on the warning track down there maybe. Either way, lefty-lefty matchup as you see Deglin dig in the box. Pitch coming and a swing and a bouncing ball hit weakly to the second baseman Rivas. Couple steps to his right, takes care of it with a throw to first in time for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 10, Brandon.
Brings up Brandon Wagner. Closer look at Bailey Falter, left-hander facing the Thunder for the first time in his career. Mentioned on the pregame show, command not an issue for the southpaw, but tends to give up quite a few hits. It's more of a pitch-to-contact pitcher. Offering fastball strike to Wagner. And entering the game, a .291 opposing average for opponents against Falter this year. His 0-1 offering, Wagner takes low and inside. Falter was drafted out of high school, Chino Hills High, just east of Los Angeles, in 2015. As next pitch is knee high, called strike 2 on Wagner. Chino Hills High School produced former Phillies farmhand Zach Collier, who's now found his way into the national system. 1-2 pitch, fastball grounded hard right into the shift. The shortstop Gamboa was playing into the shift on the right side, and he throws Wagner out at first, 2 down. We saw Zach Collier with the Harrisburg Senators last season. Two outs quickly for the Thunder here in the fourth inning. Right fielder Matt Lipka steps up from the right side. 207 hitter on the year. Lipka takes in the dirt, and that one clumsily handled by Lartigue, the catcher. And if you want to transcend the sports world a bit, Bailey Falter's Chino Hills High School, city of Chino Hills, California, is also the home of Lonzo Ball. Left-hander winds and deals the 1-0. Lipka chops it foul.
Too bad for Lonzo, has to travel from home now.
That's right.
But New Orleans isn't a bad place to be.
No.
Gotta be honest.
World-class city.
So much history there, a lot of culture.
1-1 toss. Lipka swings and skies one high and medium deep to left center field. Left fielder Randolph circling around, but he yields to the center fielder Hazley, who makes the one-handed grab, and the inning is over. Thunder go quickly and quietly in their half of the Arm & Hammer Park. And for the play-by-play, here's John Moses.
Thanks very much, Spencer. 4 no-hit innings to start it for Davy Garcia tonight. His first offering to Luke Williams is inside for ball 1. A right-hand batter against the right-hand pitcher who has thrown 66 tonight. Pitch number 67 of the outing. Fastball rides high and a bit outside, the count 2-0. Garcia has struck out 8. He has walked 1 man. Derek Hall in the fourth and hit a batter, Adam Hazley. Here's a bouncer off to the mound. Third base side, Garcia's got it, but the throw to first is late and then skips away from the first baseman. Gittins up the line, and reaching second is third baseman Luke Williams. That was a tough play for Davy Garcia to make that play, going off the mound to the third base side, and his throw was low.
The shortstop, number 7, Archimedes Gamboa.
Garcia will get a fresh baseball as catcher Kellen Deglin makes his way back behind home. He was backing up the play up the first base line. Man at second, and we should note that ball has been scored in error. First offering from Garcia to Gamboa is in there for a strike. It's going to be a close play at first between Williams and the ball arriving near the same time. It has been ruled a throwing error on Garcia. No balls and a strike. The pitch misses outside. 1-1. Trenton leading at 3-0, top half of the 5th inning. 20-year-old righty fires again, and that one floats just high. Looks like the changeup. Take it for ball 2. Garcia, 4 no-hit innings to start his last one on Tuesday against Richmond last week. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch is outside again. Garcia's fallen behind 3-1. Finally broken up on a solid double by designated hitter Gio Brusa in the 5th inning. John Riley followed with a walk, and that was really the only inning that Garcia was tested last time out. He ended up striking out 15 over 6 scoreless innings. There's a 3-1. Gamboa swings and pops it foul, third base side and out of play. Garcia at 73 pitches as he works here with nobody out in the 5th inning. There's a 3-2. Swing and a pop-up. This one to shallow left. Zach Zahner coming in. Left fielder toward the line in fair territory. He's there to make the catch for the first out.
The catcher, number 8, Henry Lartigue.
Henry Lartigue is next for the Fightin Phils. Left-hand batter went down looking on strikes his first time. Shift on the infield against the lefty hitter. And Garcia starts it with a breaking ball that bounces in there, handled by Kellen Deglin. Eighth batter in the Fightin Phils order, who overall bring a record of 42-31 into play here tonight. 3-3 in the second half. 1-0 pitch on the way, and Lartigue swings and misses. There is the changeup again from Garcia. Right-hander set. A look at second, and the pitch. Lartigue swings and fouls it away behind home for strike 2. Fastball at 94 from Davey. Shortstop Holder behind the bag at second, off to the first base side. Garcia holding his glove against the bell, looks the runner back and fires, swinging a cue shot foul off to the third base side. I mean, that fastball really riding up and in on Lartigue. Trenton 3, Reading nothing, with 1 away here in the 5th inning. There's a 1-2 inside, and it nearly hit him. Headed about hip high. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Fightin's catcher. Lartigue hails from Memphis, Tennessee. 7th round selection in 2016. Played his college ball at Ole Miss. 2-2. Dives low as Garcia delivered that fastball below the zone. Garcia ready again. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a bouncer, foul, first base side. Nabbed in front of the Trenton dugout. 8th pitch of this at bat is coming up next. Garcia steps off, wants to go through the signs again. Righty set. The payoff pitch, curveball hooked foul down the first base line.
There have been a handful of hotly contested at bats like this one. 7-pitcher to Derek Hall in the 4th inning, a 9-pitcher to Cornelius Randolph the 2nd. A couple of 7s to Alec Bohm in his 2 at-bats, so these guys have been fighting.
Pitch number 83 of the night for Garcia comes next, and the swing is fouled off the foot of the catcher Lartigue. And he crumples down in a hump right on top of home plate. Live to see another pitch, but he's going to need a moment here. Let's try to walk that one off. Garcia in a good battle here in the 5th inning. As Davey again lifts his leg and fires. Lartigue takes just low for ball 4. Close pitch. And there are 2 aboard for the Fightin Phils. 10-pitch plate appearance by Lartigue. As second baseman Raul Rivas is next.
Well, part of the only thing that's keeping Garcia from pitching deeper into games than he has this year has been the pitch count. It's been sometimes elongated at bats or plate appearances like that, but sometimes just the mere fact that strikeouts can, by their very nature, escalate a pitch count more quickly.
We do observe right-hander Domingo Acevedo tossing in the Trenton pen. First offering to Raul Rivas is in there for a strike. Lefty batter. Rivas a fly to left his first time. As the wind starts to pick up a little bit here at Arm & Hammer Park, coming in off the Delaware River in right field. There's an 0-1. Fastball lifted to left field. Zahner has a beat on it. 1 step back. Now coming in on it, he makes the catch for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 43.
Center fielder Adam Hazley is next. Hazley hit by a pitch on the second one thrown by Davey Garcia tonight. Stranded at first in the first inning and then struck out swinging in the 3rd. One of 8 strikeouts for Davey. Offering on the way, lefty batter swings and misses at the first pitch in the dirt. Good curveball. Three 0 Trenton in the lead. Visiting half of the 5th inning here at Arm & Hammer Park. Righty kicks and fires. A swing and a miss. Just put a fastball past Hazley at 95. Pitch number 23 of the inning coming up next for Davey. The 0-2 just missed low for ball 1. And if nothing else, the home plate umpire Joe Gonzalez has been consistent about that call tonight. A lot of those fastballs right at the knees have been ones that both starters have wanted tonight. Garcia steps off, wants to run through the signs again. And now this time Hazley asks for time, steps out of the box. Right-hander set. Looks at second, and the 1-2 pitch is swung on and pulled foul down the first base line. Davey is ready. And a 1-2 inside and brushing Hazley back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's now 91 pitches for Garcia in the evening. Right about on the break of that limit.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Hazley. A swing and a miss for strike 3. 9 strikeouts for Garcia through 5 no-hit. This is and for the play-by-play, here is Spencer Smith.
Thank you, John. Right-hander Domingo Acevedo into the ballgame for the Thunder. 5 no-hit innings by Davy Garcia in the books so far. And it's 2, 3, and 4 in the Reading lineup coming up. Alec Bohm digs in and takes a first pitch slider outside from Acevedo. 6'7", 250 pounds is Acevedo from Villa Los Almacigos in the Dominican Republic. Brings his hands over his head. The windup in the 1-0 pitch. A fastball a bit low. Oh my goodness, Boomer is doing a tightrope type walk on the sidewall down the right field line. And looks like he's about to pull some antics against the Reading first base coach, if I didn't know any better. Here's Acevedo's windup at 2-0 delivery, high and inside to Bohm, 3-0. Yeah, Boomer is pantomiming and gesturing, acting like he's talking some smack over there. Trying to distract Bohm. 3-0 pitch, a fastball in tight, brushed him back, ball 4. Leadoff walk by Acevedo to open up the 6th inning.
Oh, Boomer, always up to his old tricks.
So that is the 3rd walk issued by Thunder pitching tonight. Davy Garcia walking 2 through his 5 scoreless. He struck out 9 though. So he continues to live up to that reputation as a big strike thrower and a big strikeout pitcher. Acevedo has the signals. He now faces right fielder Mickey Moniak. Lifts his leg and deals. Fastball lifted behind home plate, out of play, off to our left. Moniak with the navy blue number 3 on the back of his gray jersey. Pretty unique Reading uniforms. Modern materials, but they reflect the old wool flannel look of baseball uniforms of decades past. Pickoff throw to first by Acevedo, diving in safely as Bohm.
That's always one of the great parts about Reading. It's got sort of that old style, that old school feel to it.
Philadelphia Phillies, their parent club, of course, one of the older franchises in Major League Baseball. And Reading themselves is a minor league franchise, one of the older minor league franchises out there. Slider misses inside from Acevedo, and it's 1-1. The city of Reading, Pennsylvania has had minor league baseball for decades upon decades. 1-1 to Moniak. Lefty batter takes in the dirt. They've been in the Phillies organization since 1967. So over 50 years now. 4-0 Thunder lead, top 6. Middle infielders double play depth. Acevedo, the tall righty, sets and deals the 2-1. Smoked on the ground to first. Knocked down by Giddens. His only play is to first. He steps on the bag himself to erase Moniak. Advancing to second on the play is Alec Bohm. That one was absolutely smoked off the bat of the lefty hitter. And a good job by Giddens, hockey goalie style, knocking it down. So Giddens getting it done with the glove as well as with the bat tonight. He's driven in 3 of the 4 Thunder runs and also made it a couple nice defensive plays over there at first. With 1 away and a runner on second, here comes first baseman Derek Hall. He's the second of 3 consecutive left-handed batters in this part of the Fightin Phils lineup, 3-4-5. Acevedo resting the black glove on top of his left shoulder and sets in front of the belt. The pitch. Hall swings and misses. Changeup from Acevedo. For several years now, that changeup from Acevedo has been pretty highly touted as his better off-speed pitch, but as of late this season, that slider has really come into its own. He works from the third base end of the pitching rubber. Sets. Kicks and fires. 0-1 pitch. Rolled over, grounded to first. Giddens waits back on it. Stumbles a bit, but recollects himself and wins the race easily to first for out number 2. Advancing to third is Alec Bohm with 2 gone here in the 6th inning.
Number 2, Cornelius.
Fightin Phils still without a hit through 5 2/3 innings of work by Thunder pitching tonight. If you're just joining us, Davy Garcia firing off 5 scoreless innings, struck out 9, walked only 2. and is in line for the win this evening if the Thunder can hold it. Left fielder Cornelius Randolph digs in, another left-handed hitter. Acevedo sets, stares down the runner Bohm, leading off of third. Pitch coming, swing and a miss. Devastating slider low and inside of the dirt. Four runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Thunder. Zeros all the way across for the Fightin Phils. Acevedo has the signal and sets. The leg kick and the 0-1 pitch buried in the dirt. Randolph lays off it this time. First game of a 3-game series. And oddly enough, as we're a few days into the second half of the season, this is the first time that these two teams, division rivals, are squaring off this season. 1-1 on Randolph, slightly open stance from the left side. 1-1 by Acevedo, a fastball high. In fact, this is the latest in a season the Thunder and Fightin Phils have matched up for the first time in a year since July 4th, 2013. Here's the stretch. And Acevedo's 2-1 pitch bounced to the dirt. What a stop by Daglin. That ball bounced about 5 feet in front of home plate. Not an easy one to block. So the Thunder and Fightin Phils facing off in 2013 for the first time that season on the 4th of July. They did not meet before then that season. And this here, June the 24th, 2019. Longest delay before these two teams have gone at it in a season since that 2013 showdown. Swing and a miss at the 3-1 pitch, and Acevedo battling his way back. Recall we waited until about late May, I believe it was, last season until Reading came to town for the first time. And these two teams actually closed out the regular season Labor Day weekend here in Trenton. 3-2 the count. Acevedo with a pitch, a swing and a broken bat, one hopper to Giddens at first. He has it and takes it to first himself. That's three unassisted putouts by Chris Giddens here in a scoreless 6th inning by Domingo. A strengthening breeze coming in from straightaway center field tonight. Clevenger brings his black glove in front of his face, has the signal. The full windup in the pitch. Curveball way up and inside, and Kellen Daglin shrinks away from it. Not great numbers on the year for Clevenger, the lefty. Over 15 appearances in relief. A 6.97 ERA coming into play. 1-0 pitch. Daglin pops one back up our way. This is going to be over our heads. And onto the ballpark roof. Clevenger originally a selection of the Baltimore Orioles in 2015. 3rd round pick that year by the O's out of the University of Oregon. Left-hander has the signal from his catcher Lartigue. Wind in the 1-1 pitch. Daglin pops this one out of play behind home plate. In fact, 2 years ago, just before the trade deadline, Clevenger was part of the Phillies-Orioles deal that saw Jeremy Hellickson go to Baltimore. Phillies trading Hellickson and cash to the Orioles for outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim, Clevenger, and some future considerations. 1-2 pitch, high and inside with a curveball, and the count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. A lot of space up the middle of the diamond, as well as in right center field as outfielders shade against Daglin. 2-2 pitch, curveball, low and outside. Lartigue knocks it down in the dirt, but the count now full. Pretty good crowd here on hand tonight, and easily one of the best Monday crowds we've had all season here in Trenton. Reading Fightin Phils in town for the first of 3 this evening. 3-2 pitch coming to Kellen Daglin, low and outside with a fastball, and the Thunder have the leadoff man aboard here in the 6th.
Pretty good plate appearance there from Daglin, and I think that's going to be a key for him going forward to prove that he can face lefties and give you good at-bats against left-handers. And, that is always tough for left-hand batters in general, but Kellen really holding his own. He has played really well at the plate for Trenton.
He went 0 for 4 on Saturday in New Hampshire. That ended season-high 12-game on base and 9-game hit streaks for him. Here's Brandon Wagner taking the first pitch inside, lifted the bat off his shoulder thinking about it, but wisely laid off. Thunder 4, Fightin Phils nothing here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the stretch. Glove set just above the belt buckle. The 1-0 toss. Wagner swings and foul, tips it in and out of the mid of Lartigue. Garrett Clevenger was on the Fightin Phils opening day roster last year as one of 2 lefties in the bullpen, along with Tyler Gilbert, who we saw a couple times last season. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there from the lefty. Wagner behind 1 and 2. Clevenger ended up splitting last season between Reading and High A Clearwater. 7 appearances with the Fightins and 5 appearances down with the Clearwater Threshers in the Florida State League. 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mid. Lartigue hangs on, strike 3. And Brandon Wagner is out number 1.
Number 15, Matt Lipka.
Well, here with the first out of the 6th inning, that is the first strikeout all night from Reading pitching. Bailey Falter didn't fan a man through his 5 innings of work. And now we see Matt Lipka for the 3rd time. Lefty sets, deals to the righty batter. Lipka shows bunt, but pulls back as the ball trickles away from Lartigue, going up to second on what will probably be called a passed ball as Kellen Deglin. Ball did not appear to hit the dirt before arriving at the catcher. Lipka, speedster, who can bunt for a base hit, certainly has that ability. And has actually picked it up with the bat a little bit over his last 4 games. He's hitting .357 over his last 4. Now time called in the box. Lipka had a pretty productive weekend up in New Hampshire. 3 for 7 at the plate. Look back at second by Clevenger. 1-0 pitch coming. Lipka swings through a curveball in the dirt.
Yeah, he's got that good curveball. Clevenger has always had it. It's just been a matter of command with him. If he can command that baseball a little bit better, he can be really tough. You know, obviously the Orioles thought highly of him to take him so early.
31 strikeouts over 20 2/3 innings for Clevenger this year, but also 17 walks to go with that. Not an ideal ratio. Right-handed batter Lipka waits. Feet even in the box. 1-1 pitch, a fastball punched foul into the crowd. And a sea of hands goes shooting up trying to catch the ball. Pretty considerable splits for Clevenger, although neither side hitting all that well against him. Left-handed batters actually hitting it better at a clip of 219. Righty batters like Lipka only a $140. 1-2 toss, breaking ball, line past third base, but foul. Oh, better be careful with the doorbell sound effect tonight. A lot of dogs here at the ballpark. Gonna start a barking madness. And I hear one. Yep.
Madness ensues.
He heard the doorbell. I was expecting to hear a few more, so quite a few disciplined dogs down there, I guess. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Lipka. Swing and a miss at the backdoor breaker for strike 3. And there are 2 gone in the Thunder half of the 6th inning.
I mean, not every dog barks at the doorbell.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Right? What do I know?
I know growing up, both of my dogs always did.
Yeah.
2 outs for Trenton here in the 6th. They lead 4-0 over Reading. With Kellen Deglin still on second, Rashad Crawford steps up. Crawford, the only man not named Chris Gittens to drive in a run for the Thunder tonight. As lefty batter waits, swings the first pitch and lifts it down the left field line, pushing it out of play. 2-run homer by Chris Gittens in the first inning. RBI single by Crawford in the second. And a run-scoring single by Gittens in the 5th inning have given the Thunder this 4-0 lead. Clevenger rests the glove against his chest, hangs his left arm loosely at his side, and comes set. Looks back at Deglan. 0-1 toss, swinging a bouncing ball hit to first. Hall waits back on it, snatches it chest height, trots it to the bag himself to beat the speedy Crawford, and the inning is over. For the Thunder here in the sixth, no runs, no hits, no errors, and Acevedo back to work for the Thunder. His first pitch, a fastball inside to the right-handed batting third baseman Luke Williams for the Phitins. Williams 0 for 2. He is struck out swinging and reached on a throwing error. 1-0 pitch, fastball swing and a miss for strike one. 6 no-hit innings under the belt of Thunder hurlers tonight. Davy Garcia going 5 scoreless in his start. 90-plus pitches thrown. Domingo Acevedo taking over for the 6th. Here's his 1-1 toss, a swing and a little cue shot off the end of the bat down the first base line, foul. And Garcia yet again just had opposing hitters eating from his hand tonight. Got swinging strikes off the fastball, slider, changeup, curveball. Had the whole arsenal working. Slight crouch from the right side by Williams. 1-2 on its way from Acevedo. Slider left high.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get through that slider. You see Domingo really falling hard off to that first base side of the mound.
Over the head motion by Acevedo. 2-2 pitch. Swing, and he just did get a piece of the slider, fouling it back. Luke Williams put on a little bit of a show during batting practice today in the later rounds. Sent a few balls over the left field wall. He's a guy who hit a career high 9 home runs last year at High A Clearwater. Still growing into a little bit of pop. He's got 4 home runs this season through 63 games played. 2-2 pitch. Fastball fouled back into the screen again. Williams digs back into the right-handed batter's box with those red cleats trimmed in white. Acevedo's 2-2 offering again. Slider rolled over weakly to the shortstop holder. He gathers cleanly, throws quickly to first. Close play in time. Luke Williams beat by a hair on the strong, quick throw by Kyle Holder. 1 away here in the 7th inning.
Yeah, Williams really picked up that pace as he got further and further down the line. Really made it a close play.
Brings up Archimedes Gamboa. He's the first of 3 straight switch hitters in the bottom third in the lineup for Reading tonight. Gamboa ranked as the number 13 prospect in the Phillies system. First pitch by Acevedo, a fastball right around the outside corner but ruled wide. Working quickly, Acevedo fires the 1-0 and catches the inside corner for strike one. Acevedo, as usual, falling off a bit, pretty far to that first base side of the mound on the follow-through. Gamboa, member of the Phillies' 40-man roster, signed out of Venezuela at the age of 16 in July 2014. 1-1 coming, a swing and a bouncer pulled foul on the first base line. Gamboa began his professional career the following summer in 2015. Bases empty for the Phitins with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Reading still without a hit tonight. Over the head windup. Acevedo's 1-2 pitch is up and away with a fastball. Gamboa, an above average runner with some pretty good tools at the shortstop position. He waits for the 2-2. Here it is, and it's a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, but no, it looks like Gamboa might have gotten a piece, and yes, he did. Phillies have pushed Gamboa pretty aggressively in terms of his progression through the minor league system. Not prone to strikeouts, but he is a very pull-heavy hitter. Interestingly, though, the Thunder playing him straight away right now. 2-2 pitch coming, a swing and a pop-up on the third base side. Out of play, and part of the reason for that could be the fact there are 2 strikes on him.
Yeah, that's one thing you notice as you watch the Thunder shift their defense on a regular basis. There are specific shifts for 2 strikes.
2-2 pitch coming. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Strike three. Acevedo got him with the slider. And there are two gone here in the seventh inning.
Number 8, Henry Martin.
Aaron Acevedo's second inning of relief work tonight. That's his first strikeout out of the pen and the 10th altogether for Thunder pitching tonight. 4-0 Thunder lead the Fightin Phils, game one of a 3-game series. Here's catcher Henry Lartigue, switch hitter batting left-handed. First pitch is swing and a cue shot foul toward Raul Rivas waiting in the on-deck circle. Lartigue has been one of the few Fightin's hitters to reach base. He walked his last plate appearance at a 10-pitch progression. 0-1 pitch, bounces in the dirt off the mask of Deglin, and it bounces away. Thunder getting a 2-run homer from Chris Giddens in the first inning, RBI single from Rashad Crawford in the second, and an RBI single from Giddens in the fifth inning. That's giving them their 4-0 advantage. 1-1 swing and a miss. Nasty slider for strike two. There goes the infield shift again for Trenton. Third baseman Wagner onto the right side of the infield, playing where a second baseman would play, close to the middle. Shortstop Holder back toward his natural position. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and Acevedo's delivery. It is on the inside corner, strike three. Nasty slider again from Acevedo. Back-to-back strikeouts, and it's 7 no-hit innings by Trenton pitching tonight. Clevenger peers in over the top of his black glove. Has a signal from catcher Henry Lartigue. Wind up in the pitch to Park. Inside, he dusted him off with a fastball. 7 no-hit innings for Thunder pitching tonight. 5 innings scoreless start by Davy Garcia. 2 hitless frames by Domingo Acevedo in relief. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Clevenger. High and inside again with the heater. 2-0. Park is 1 for 3. He's singled and scored a run. Clevenger taking his time between pitches. Here he comes with the 2-0 offering. Park swings and skies it foul down the third base side, out of play. Thunder leading by 4, but insurance runs certainly couldn't hurt, as this is a Reading lineup with some pretty considerable talent. The motion in the 2-1 pitch, high and inside. That slider slipped from his grip. Sent Park bailing on the third pitch of the at-bat. Appears the right-hander Daniel Alvarez is getting up and throwing at a slow, leisurely pace in the Thunder bullpen. 3-1 pitch to Park. Inside, he dodges away from this one as well. Ball 4, so Park almost the victim of some extreme wildness by Garrett Clevenger, opening up the bottom of the 7th.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Maybe Alvarez gets the final 2 innings of this one tonight.
Here's Kyle Holder from the 2 spot in the order. Wind blowing in from right center field. Dark skies here in Trenton as we play in the bottom of the 7th. The set. Clevenger double takes it first. There goes Park for second. Pitch is high and inside. Throw to second by Lartigue, and it is not in time. A stolen base for Hoy Park. The shortstop Archimedes Gamboa was so sure that he had him that he started to throw that ball around the horn as if the out had been recorded. And now Gamboa is standing with his hands on hips in disbelief, and manager Sean Williams is completely irate at third base umpire Dave Martinez.
Boy, you know, we're going to get a look at it on our replay here in just a second, but that certainly looked like the ball arrived just as the runner was sliding in there. I mean, about as close as it comes, and Williams is really going to get his money's worth here. He is right in the face of Dave Martinez.
His body language very stiff and full of objection, and he has just been tossed. Dave Martinez giving the heave-ho to Reading skipper Sean Williams here at the bottom of the 7th inning as Hoy Park called safe on a stolen base of second on a very close play. And now first base umpire and crew chief Chris Marco is coming over across the diamond to intervene. Williams is not leaving the field.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to look at it again on the replay, and the Park definitely overslid the bag, but the tag only came on the swipe when he went by. And, Williams was really adamant about that one. And, I think one of the reasons that he's so unhappy about it was the delay in the actual call.
It was a very delayed call, and part of the reason that I think Williams is so sure the out was recorded was the reaction immediately by Archimedes Gamboa. Quick swipe tag on a close play, and he immediately flipped to his second baseman to start that around the horn exercise. And now the crowd giving a good old-fashioned Bronx cheer to the visiting manager here in Trenton. Williams off the field into the third base dugout, and he'll have the long, lonely walk through the tunnel back into the visiting clubhouse. That's the second ejection we've seen in a game for the Thunder this season, both of which have come against the opposing club. Saw Paul Abbott, pitching coach for Portland, tossed earlier in the year. Man on second, nobody out for the Thunder as Kyle Holder lays off a pitch low. It's 2-0. So Hoy Park with his 11th stolen base of the year on that previous play. 11 of 17 on the season now. Thunder 4, Fightin Phils nothing as we play here in the bottom of the 7th. A lefty-lefty matchup between pitcher and catcher, and now time called as Holder steps out briefly. Holder wiggles the bat gently, holding it horizontally over his left shoulder. And the 2-0 pitch coming. Holder swings and slashes a liner down the right field line. A fair ball and headed to the corner. Park is coming around third. He's coming in to score easily. Holder coasting to second base, standing up with an RBI double. It's 5-0 Thunder.
Boy, Kyle Holder continues to swing the bat well here in the month of June, batting better than 300 this month. And, I think the most encouraging part about Kyle's season is the amount of extra base hits month over month. He had just 2 extra base hits at the month of April. That was his 20th of the year.
Holder came in hitting .333 over his last 15 games, so great to see some extended success for him at the plate. Here's Mandy Alvarez into the right-handed batter's box. Holder himself into scoring position now. He runs well. Still nobody out in the 7th for the Thunder. Clevenger, the lefty, deals low and inside. That breaking ball misses, and it hisses just over the shoe tops of the bailing Mandy Alvarez. Clevenger's command has not been good here in the 7th. It was the leadoff walk to Park that got this little mess started. And he went 2-0 to Holder before allowing that RBI double. Clevenger sets, deals the 1-0 pitch to Alvarez, a fastball strike. Mostly cloudy night here in Trenton. Temperatures 82 degrees at the time of first pitch, but the wind and the sun going down have cooled things off considerably tonight. A look back at second, Clevenger fires the 1-1 pitch low and inside as Alvarez steps over it with his back foot. Thunder have some solid momentum, appear to be well on their way to taking the first of these 3 games here in Trenton against the Fightin Phils. Clevenger ready. Here's his 2-1 toss, and it's inside Alvarez, and the lefty falls behind another batter. 3 balls and 1 strike. Yep, there's the air horn.
Hey, Boomer. Where's he at? Oh, up on the suite
Is he
level.
upstairs?
Third
Okay.
base side.
3-1 pitch coming to Alvarez, and it is low, ball 4. Looked to be around knee high near the strike zone, but the borderline pitch ruled low. And the inning rolls along, first and second now with nobody out.
Number 34, Chris.
Well, chance to really break this one open if you're Trenton here in the 7th inning. Leading 5-0, you got 2 aboard with one of your best power hitters at the plate and nobody out.
Gittens went deep to right center field for a 2-run homer in the first inning, his team leading 12th of the year. Taps the bat over his shoulder, pitch coming, and a nice bender just misses the inside corner, ball 1. .407 on base percentage entering the game for Gittens, tops in the Eastern League. Kyle Holder on second, Mandy Alvarez on first. As Giddens, the Eastern League All-Star, awaits the pitch. 1-0 toss, a swing and a bouncing ball hit to short. A little bit of a bobble by Gamboa. He goes to second for one, and that's all the Phitins will get, as that ground ball absolutely ate up Gamboa, and he's now sitting on his rear on the ground. He took that ball off the chest, it looked like, before recovering quickly and throwing from a sitting down position to second to get the force.
That ball was absolutely blistered by Chris Giddens. And it must have taken a bit of a sideways or awkward hop right as it was getting to Gamboa.
That makes it runners on the corners with one out. Zach Zahner 0 for 3, now hitless in his, or rather one hit in just his last 20 at bats. Slightly more open stance than usual as the right-hand batter waits and takes a backdoor curve for a strike. And this was happening over the weekend too, where Zahner actually with fairly similar foot positioning in the box, but now his torso turned a little bit more toward the pitcher somewhat than he had before in his stance. Time called in the box. Tough going for Garrett Clevenger in relief of Bailey Falter, tonight's Reading starter, who went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs on 8 hits. Thunder lead 5-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the stretch. And the southpaw fires the 0-1 inside with a slider. First of a 3-game series and the first game of a 7-game homestand for the Thunder. A little bit of a rivalry week here. Fightin Phils in town through Wednesday, and then a 4-game set against New Hampshire Thursday through Sunday. 1-1 pitch. Zahner lays off a high outside fastball. Lively crowd for a Monday night here at Arm & Hammer Park. Certainly one of the bigger crowds, if not the biggest crowd we've seen on a Monday this season. Folks sprinkled throughout the seats. Lively atmosphere tonight. 2-1 pitch, curveball left high and outside, nowhere close. And yet again, Clevenger goes to a 3-ball count. It's 3-1. Meanwhile, on the other side, Thunder pitching 7 no-hit innings. 5 frames by Davy Garcia, 2 in relief by Domingo Acevedo. 3-1 toss, and Zahner lays off outside, ball 4. That loads the bases with 1 out for Trenton here in the 7th.
Well, yeah, we're seeing what one thing that Clevenger has struggled with here in 2019. That's the walks, 3rd of the inning right there.
Timeout called, and here's Coach Nelson Prada out to the mound for a visit. He's the acting manager at this point for Reading. He goes and makes the pitching change as the Fightin Phils move to their bullpen for the 2nd time tonight. New arm coming in for the pen out from the left field corner. We'll step aside for 90 seconds, and when we come back, we'll tell you more about who it is. Bottom of the 7th, Thunder leading 5-0 here on the Trenton Thunder Radio Network. Kyle Holder on 3rd, Chris Giddens on 2nd, Zach Zahner on 1st for Trenton. Deglin is 0 for 2 with a walk. Left-hander Hennigan from the stretch, kicks and fires, a fastball low and outside. Bit of a funky motion from Hennigan, who's a tall, lanky left-hander, 6'4", 193 pounds, out of Nacogdoches, Texas. Product of Texas State, Phillies took him in 2016 in the 21st round. 1-0 pitch to Deglin, swing and a miss at a hard-biting slider. One run already across here in the 7th inning for the Thunder. RBI double by Kyle Holder. Here's the stretch, hands together at the belt buckle by Hennigan. He kicks and fires 1-1, a bouncer right back to the mound. Tries to barehand it, but he can't come up with it. Hennigan can't handle the tapper back to the mound, and he pounds the glove in frustration as Kyle Holder scores from 3rd, 6-0 Thunder.
Boy, that's really tough for the pitcher. I mean, that ball coming right back to the mound, and you've really only got one shot at it from that angle, and it has to be with the bare hands.
That is an error charge to Jonathan Hennigan. Force play was at home, and that would have been an easy underhand toss from about 30 feet. First error committed tonight by Reading. Here's another left-handed batter in Brandon Wagner. Thunder now leading 6-0. Here's Hennigan's offering. Slider outside. It's a pretty good slider from Hennigan. Has a two-plane break on it, some horizontal, some vertical. That can be really tough, especially against a left-handed batter. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball, swing and a miss. Jammed up inside. That fastball had some late life on it. Splits about even for Hennigan. Left-handed batters hitting 214. Right-handed hitters 209 against him. He's ready. With the 1-1 pitch, it's buried in the dirt. Hennigan began the season at High A Clearwater. Promoted to Reading late May. Catcher Lartigue wants the pitch inside. 2-1 toss coming to Wagner. He swings and hits it past the mound. It's to the shortstop playing in the shift. Gamboa gets the tag on the runner going into second. That's Deglin. 4 out, number 2. And the throw to first is just in time to get Wagner. So it's a 6 on his.
Rivas takes his time to get back into the box. There's the windup and 0-2 pitch. Curveball taken in the dirt, but Rivas held the bat back for ball 1. Five no-hit innings to start it for Davy Garcia. 2 walks. He hit 1 batter and struck out 9. There's a 1-2 pitch, and that one's inside. Nearly hit Rivas across the top of his feet. For ball 2, Domingo Acevedo walked the first man he faced in the 6th inning, and then got 3 straight groundouts. Another groundout in the 7th, and then back-to-back strikeouts to finish the 7th. 2-2 pitch, swung on and grounded to the right side of the infield. First baseman's got it. Flips to the pitcher, covering up at the bag, and there's 1 away here in the 8th inning. Alvarez and Gittins combined on the first out here in the top half of the 8th.
That's 9 of the last 10 batters retired by Thunder pitching. Settling back into a nice groove here.
Center fielder Adam Hazley is next. Hazley hit by a pitch on the second one thrown tonight by right-hander Davy Garcia. First offering from Alvarez. Good sharp curveball in the zone for a strike. Hazley struck out in each of his last 2 at-bats. He is rehabbing an injured right groin. Suffered in the second game of his major league career. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and bounced back to the mound. Alvarez has it with a friendly second hop and flips lightly to first in time for out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 23.
We should note that Trenton has thrown 3 9-inning no-hitters in their franchise history, most recently in the postseason. 2017, Game 3 of the Division Series against Binghamton. First offering to Alec Boehm is swung on and fouled off at the plate for strike 1. Justice Sheffield and Taylor Widener combined on that no-hitter. Sheffield the first 4 innings, Widener the last 5. Trenton took a 2-1 lead in the series, eventually beat the Rumble Ponies in Game 4. Lost to Altoona in the final in 3 games. Alvarez has the sign from Deglin and the 0-1 pitch. A little bit low with the fastball, 1 ball, 1 strike. The last no-hitter during the regular season in Thunder franchise history, combined between Ronald Herrera and Jonathan Holder, April of 2016. As the 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled away first base side for strike 2. Alvarez kicks the 1-2 pitch. Boehm swings and it's a bouncer foul, third base side. Trenton 6, Reading nothing. 2 runs in the first for the Thunder, another in the third, 1 more in the fifth, and then 2 more in the seventh. 1-2, swing and a grounder right to the shortstop holder. He's got it, taps the glove, throws to first. That is 8 no-hit innings in the books, combined by Trenton pitching. 5 innings from Davy Garcia. Left-hander Jonathan Hennigan's first offering here in the 8th inning is fouled away by Matt Lipka. We enter the bottom of the 8th. Trenton 6, Reading nothing. Alongside Spencer Smith, I'm John Moses. Thanks for making us part of your Monday night here on the Thunder Radio Network. Right fielder Lipka awaiting the next offering and takes just wide of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eventful night so far here at the ballpark tonight. Left-hander Hennigan fires and Lipka takes again, this time on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bat Dog celebration here in the ballpark tonight. Fans attending with their well-behaved 4-legged best friends. Thunder got a 2-run homer in the first from Chris Gittens as Lipka fouls one off. Stay alive at 1-2. Davy Garcia, 5 no-hit innings, 2 walks and 9 strikeouts on 92 pitches. And again from the stretch, Lipka reaches out and pops it up. First base side, first baseman Hall with his heels on the outfield grass. Oh, he dropped the ball. It hit him in the heel of the glove and fell out of the glove. And Matt Lipka is aboard with what I presume will be the second error of the night for the Fightin Phils. Hall must have just taken his eye off of it at the last moment, or it just caught him in the wrong part of the glove.
Yeah, 3rd error of the season for Hall, and that's a little bit funky. Error's not typically a problem for Reading. 44 coming into the game, 2nd fewest in the league. Could be a costly one, putting good speed on him base here at Lipka.
Fightin Phils will not hold the base runner, as the first baseman Hall will play behind Lipka. Lefty batter Rashad Crawford at the plate. Hennigan fires. First pitch fouled off of Crawford's foot. And that is strike 1. 9 strikeouts for Davy Garcia. 3rd time for him. He has struck out that many in a start with Trenton. Tonight his 9th start with the Thunder in 2019. Reading's manager Sean Williams was ejected from the game in the 7th inning, arguing a play at second base when Hoy Park stole second. Of course, the Fightin Phils thought that he was caught. There's an 0-1 pitch from Hennigan. Fastball bounced foul down the first base line and handled by first base and defensive coach Raul Dominguez. Nice 2-handed play. Finds a young fan in the crowd to flip it to. Pitcher ahead at 0 balls and 2 strikes. Hennigan ready, leaning back and fires home. Crawford swings and pops it up. Just want to stay on the infield again. Shortstop Gamboa into the outfield, and wouldn't you know it, Cornelius Randolph is the left fielder, and he is there to make the catch for out number 1. Randolph was playing shallow in the first place and then saw that ball about a mile high in the air. And now here's second baseman Hoy Park. Left-hand batter has been on 3 times tonight, once via fielder's choice. Single and a walk in his last 2 plate appearances. As he stares down a fastball strike from Hennigan at the bottom of the zone. Lefty lifts his leg, pitch to Park, a swing and a miss. Good fastball, diving below the zone. It's 0-2. Left-hander Hennigan, a 21st round pick in 2016 out of Center, Texas. Next offering is a breaking ball that dives outside, 1-2. Hennigan has been good since getting the call up from high A. His 11th appearance tonight, a 1.69 ERA. He took the roster spot of Kyle Dowie when he went up to AAA. Next offering to Park, backs him off the plate. Fastball riding in toward his hip. It's 2-2. Lipka the runner at first. 2-2 pitch from Park. A swing and a miss for strike three. There's that good movement on the fastball from the lefty Hennigan. And they're 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Shortstop Kyle Holder takes the first offering way outside for ball 1. RBI double for Holder in the 7th inning. Helped extend this lead. Made it 5-0 at the time. He ended up scoring on the error committed by the pitcher. Swings at the next offering and bounces it foul. And once again, Raul Dominguez up to the task to field that one and flip it into the crowd. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hennigan set. Here's a 1-1 toss. Fastball backs Holder off the plate. That one riding high. Looking ahead to the Fightin Phils half of the 9th. Mickey Moniak, Derek Hall, and Cornelius Randolph as Holder takes a breaking ball just outside for ball 3. No action in the Trenton bullpen. It appears that it's going to be Daniel Alvarez's 9th inning to try to finish. 3-1. Holder takes inside and draws a walk. 3rd straight plate appearance. The Trenton shortstop has reached base safely, and they're 2 aboard with 2 away. Here's Mandy Alvarez. He's been on 3 of his 4 plate appearances tonight. 2 walks, a base hit in the 3rd, fly to right in the 5th inning. And the lefty's toss breaks inside for ball 1. Six nothing. Trenton leading here, bottom 8. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Alvarez stares a fastball down over the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left-hander set. 1-1 toss. Alvarez takes on the inside corner, knee high for a called strike 2. Looks like that good changeup. Eight no-hit innings combined by Trenton pitching tonight. Thunder batting here in the bottom of the 8th with a 6-run advantage. Hennigan looks back at second and delivers home. Curveball pulled foul, 3rd base side. Hennigan, the second reliever following left-hander Bailey Falter. Touched for 4 runs on 8 hits, walked 1 man. Over 5 innings, did not strike out a Thunder batter tonight. Here comes another 1-2 pitch from Hennigan. Swing and a line drive back through the middle, a base hit. Lipka's going to score easily from second. Holder goes first to third. Alvarez hustling for second, and he is there just in front of the throw. An RBI double for Mandy, and it's 7-0 Trenton. They have their 10th hit of the night.
Well, Hazley learning from his mistake earlier in the ball game, hustling to that ball pretty quickly and getting the throw into second base instantly. It made it a close play, and a good job by Alvarez sprinting all the way, not taking anything for granted.
Here's first baseman Chris Gittens. Three runs batted in for Giddy tonight. First offering home is taken at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. 2-run home run way back in the 1st inning for Chris, his 12th of the year. Added an RBI single in the 5th inning. Here's an 0-1. That's low. Didn't miss by much. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two-tone bat in his hands. Tan handle and a black barrel. The pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. Two in scoring position with 2 out. Toss to Gittins is outside again for ball 3. Good hitters count for Chris. Zach Zahner stands in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Outs just on that outside corner for a called strike 2. Gittins took a step across the plate thinking it was ball 4. Count is full on Trenton's first baseman. And again with a long pause, and Gittins asks for time, steps out of the box. Hennigan set and ready now. The 3-2 pitch, swinging a high bouncer down the third base line. It's picked up foul by Williams, and we'll do it again. Hennigan comes set. Another 3-2. Gittins lays off. Pitch is outside for ball 4, and the bases are reloaded for Trenton here in the 8th. Catcher Henry Lartigue is going to walk the ball out to the mound and visit with the left-hand reliever Jonathan Hennigan. Quick conversation. So here is Zahner with the bases loaded. Right-hand batter. The pitch. Taken on the inside corner for a called strike. Zach Zahner has hit 3 grand slams in a Trenton uniform. 2 of them coming in 2017, another last year in Erie. Here's an 0-1. That one just missed the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. The first grand slam that Zach hit in a Thunder uniform was up in Portland and cleared the video board in left center field at Hadlock Field. There's a 1-1 offering. Zahner swings and it's a cue shot foul down the first base line for strike 2. Zach hit 1 over Memorial Day weekend last year in Erie. Mandy Alvarez hit 2. Trey Ambergy hit 2 last year. And Rashad Crawford hit 1 in Reading last August. A ball and 2 strikes. Hennigan deals. And Zahner lays off the high fastball. It's 2-2. An error committed by first baseman Derek Hall to begin the inning has opened the door for this for Trenton here in the 8th inning. Leading at 7-0. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive. Foul down the left field line. Had home run distance on it. But we'll do it again.
And that one might have made it onto northbound Route 29.
Where does Hennigan go here? Holding his glove against the belt. Another 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball lifted down the left field line, but once again foul. beyond the NJM Insurance picnic area. It's becoming a lengthy frame and a lengthy outing for Hennigan. Next offering will be number 44 for him out of the bullpen tonight. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back by Z. 3 in a row fouled away by Zach. Righty batter against the lefty pitcher with the bases loaded and 2 out. Another 2-2. Zahner swings and it's a grounder toward third. Knocked down by Williams. He recovers and throws to first in time to end the inning. And now here in the ninth, Mickey Moniak will lead off the inning, a lefty batter. First pitch from Alvarez, a curveball taken outside for ball 1. Moniak, a fly to right, a strikeout, and a ground out to first. 1-0 pitch, taken a little bit high, the count 2-0. Alvarez trying to lean that curveball into the zone after he let it go, a bit like a golfer who tries to lean a ball back into the driveway. A 2-0 upstairs for ball 3, and you wonder if that long layoff in the 8th inning affected Alvarez, as his first 3 are out of the zone to start the 9th inning. Wind up and pitch, and therefore a strike to Moniak. It's Moniak, then Derek Hall, and Cornelius Randolph. 3-1 pitch. There on the outside corner for a called strike 2. It's 3, 4, and 5 in the Fightin Phils order. Alvarez kicks the payoff pitch. Curveball in there. He struck him out looking. 12th combined strikeout by Trenton tonight. 9 by the starter, Davy Garcia. 2 by Domingo Acevedo. And now 1 for Alvarez. 1 away in the 9th inning. Derek Hall worked a walk in the 4th. Lefty batter takes a first pitch curveball in there for a strike. Alvarez winds and fires. Curveball swung on and missed for strike 2. Boy, Daniel not really messing around now. After falling behind 3-0 to Moniak, 6 straight in the zone. He's ahead in the count, 0-2 on Hall. With 1 out in the 9th, the pitch. Fastball taken high. Eight and 1/3 no-hit innings tonight for Trenton. Here's a 1-2. Curveball laid off. That one bouncing in there and handled by the catcher Deglin. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. The pitch to Hall is outside and low for ball 3. Full count with 1 away on the Fightin Phils first baseman. Here's the payoff pitch. Curveball swung on and bounced foul down the first base line. Alvarez standing tall atop the mound. 22-year-old righty fires again, and a curveball is taken low for ball 4, and the Fightin Phils have a 1-out base runner.
The left fielder,
4th walk taken by Reading tonight.
Cornelius
They took 1 in the 4th and another in the 5th off of Davy Garcia. They took 1 in the 6th off of Acevedo and now have 1 off of Alvarez here in the 9th inning. Cornelius Randolph bats next. Left-hand batter. Holding a black bat above his head. The first offering is in there for a strike. Fastball at 91 from Daniel. Alvarez ready, not holding the man at first. The 0-1 is taken low with that curveball. Owen sort of hooking around that outside corner at the knees against the left-hand hitter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Alvarez fires and delivers low again with the curveball. Good patient start to this at bat for Randolph. Reading's left fielder, 235 average for the year. He's hit 5 homers and driven in 25. Here's a 2-1 swing and a fly ball to center. Crawford is back. The center fielder has the beat on it and makes the catch for out number 2.
The third baseman.
And third baseman Luke Williams is next.
Luke Williams.
Williams reached on an error by the pitcher in the 5th inning. Tapping the bat on his shoulder as he awaits Alvarez. The pitch. Fastball in there for a strike at the top of the zone. Alvarez ready. 0-1 pitch, curveball, line to the middle, and taken on 1 hop by the second baseman. Throw to second is not in time. Safe at second is Hall. It's a fielder's choice, and the no-hitter is still intact. That was a rocket shot that sent the pitcher crumbling to the ground. Park was positioned perfectly up the middle and opted to go to second, and that allows this inning to continue.
A little bit surprised by that decision. That ball was hit so hard that Park would have had a shot at getting Luke Williams at first by a few steps, most likely.
Archidamus Gamboa is next. With 2 aboard and 2 away. The pitch from Alvarez. Just outside with the fastball, 1-0. (7-0) Trenton leading here in the 9th. 1 out away from a combined no-hitter. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a flare. Center field, charging in Crawford. He makes the catch. It's a combined no-hitter. The 4th 9-inning no-hitter in Trenton's franchise history. A 7-0 Trenton win as the year of the pitcher continues in the Eastern League. The 6th no-hitter in the league this season. Davy Garcia, Domingo Acevedo, and Daniel Alvarez have thrown a combined no-hitter tonight at Arm & Hammer Park. A 7-0 Trenton win over the Richmond Flying Squirrels, as the Thunder, for the 4th time in franchise history, have thrown a combined no-hitter. The first one since September 8th, 2017 against the Binghamton Rumble Ponies in Game 3 of the Division Series. First in the regular season since April 26th, 2016. The first 9-inning no-hitter in franchise history by Tyler Clippard back in August of 2006. Our own Lisa Roman is down on the field in search of our Hyatt Regency Princeton Thunder player of the game. There are some great options tonight. Really, you could talk to any of the 3 excellent pitchers that took the mound tonight. Davy Garcia, Domingo Acevedo, and Daniel Alvarez. Trenton a winner by a final of 7-0 tonight, as the Thunder have thrown the 4th no-hitter in 9 innings in franchise history. Quite a way to open a 7-game homestand here at Arm & Hammer Park. Trenton a winner by a final of 7-0 tonight. As our own Lisa Roman is down on the field and seems to have found one of our Hyatt Regency Prince Thunder player of the game.
Thunder fans, I'm with Kellen Deglin, the catcher for the Thunder. A no-hitter tonight. How'd you do it from behind the plate?
Just try to get on the same page with the pitchers, and the stuff was great tonight. Davey was pounding the zone with all his pitches, and the offense came through, scored early, gave us a cushion, and the pitchers found the strike zone with everything, so it was fun to be back there.
How are your nerves throughout this entire game?
Yeah, the last few top innings felt really long in the dugout, and I just wanted to get back there and get the bottom half of the innings over with, because, you know, I wanted to get the combined no-hitter.
Congratulations, you did it.
All right, thank you.
Our Hyatt Regency of Princeton Thunder player of the game tonight is Kellen Deglin. He caught a combined no-hitter, the 4th in Trenton Thunder franchise history. A 7-0 win. We'll wrap this one for you on the A1 Limousine post-game show after this on the Thunder Radio Network.